Hello.
Hi, Master.
How are you doing?
Fine, but I'm very happy to be here, but I'm anxious and a little nervous because I don't speak English very well.
Oh,
But
we're
so
both in.
I'm going to do my best.
Oh, no, no, absolutely. So, definitely one thing that we always know in Pa-Kua that we are very open and understandable about everyone, about anything, right? So, no worries.
Yeah.
I actually still have a few things that, especially my students know, I still have room for improvement. So, we are together in this. So, no worries,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Okay. So, first of all, who are you? Where are you from? So please introduce yourself a little bit with your basic information.
Okay. I'm Bruna Covacci. I'm from Curitiba, south of Brazil, near Porto Alegre, near 11 hours a car, city of Master Julio. And I have, in this Friday, I complete 30 years. So, oh my gosh, 30 years old. I'm in crisis because, but Team Bruna, I love you, Sergio. And this, it's fine.
Okay, that's great. So 30, 3.0.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Oh
So
my
like
gosh.
past Friday.
Yeah. No, this Friday.
Oh, this Friday now.
This Friday.
Oh, you're gonna
Yes.
turn 30.
Yes. I mean,
Oh, I
this
see, I see.
Friday.
Well, so in advance, happy birthday. Like all the best, of
Thank you
course.
so much. I'm in crisis. I'm fine. No.
Okay, so you're from south of Brazil, right?
Mhm.
As me as well. And you're from Curitiba. So how many Pa-Kua schools we have in Curitiba? Just for people have like an idea how strong Pa-Kua is in Brazil. So only in Curitiba, how many schools do we have?
8 schools
Eight
in
schools.
Curitiba. Yeah.
Only in this city, Curitiba, 8 schools. Wow,
Yes. Yes.
it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So people imagine like a gathering only in Curitiba, like a belt ceremony, how crazy it can be, how excited it can be. Yeah,
Yes.
it's
It's
really
funny.
nice. Okay, but which belt are you right now in Pa-Kua? And for how long you've been practicing?
I've been practicing for 4 years
4 years.
and 4 years. Yes. Every single week, 6 days a week. And I know I'm Papa baby, but I've done so much in this time, and I am black belt second degree.
Oh, nice. So, like in 4 years, we're a second degree in Pa-Kua. So,
Yeah.
I know because we met when you were almost a gray belt, right? You were like a green to gray belt the first time that we met. And I know that you've always been very active, very also proactive. And I'd like you to share a little bit with us. How was your beginning? Why you chose Pa-Kua, or what you were looking for when you started in Pa-Kua? So what drove you to a Pa-Kua school? What you were looking for?
Well, I was having a hard time at my job in a newspaper, working 12 hours a day. I was tired, stressed, sedentary, and I don't like the traditional gym, and my ex-boyfriend too. And I was looking for some, and one friend invited to me a archery open class, and I went, and I hate. I really
Oh,
hate it
really?
because I couldn't shoot. Yes, but my ex-boyfriend loved it, so I decided to try again, and I went to take another class. That time to martial arts. That was when I met my master, Rodrigo Trinkel, and I like it. But and
It
I
was just fun.
was really curious to acrobat. Here they have a free pass system, and then I bought one for 6 months of class.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, it's interesting, right? Because we know that in Pa-Kua, archery is a very popular class, and of course, I'm gonna allow you to share a little bit about how that perspective about archery changed, because I know that you are a archery
Yes, I love
practitioner
today. I
today,
love archery.
but it's interesting how a lot of times we don't necessarily fall in love at first, right? And was in martial art that actually that you found yourself. That's really nice. And okay, so your main practice and your first practice that you just said would be martial art, correct?
I'm not sure because I start with the pre-pass. I trained martial arts, acrobats, archery, and sometimes yoga, but I don't like yoga in this time too. Some some months later, I started edged weapons, and nowadays I've adjusted my routine to train all the disciplines. And I have one funny story about edged weapons
Oh, really?
because I didn't understand the reason for doing something like that. And I told to my master, "Do you really like this? It's really, you like this?" And he said me, "Your passion for Pa-Kua is because he loves the edged weapon." So it's funny, I think.
Yeah, it's interesting how the perspective changes, right? Like personally,
Yes.
I remember that I started with martial art, and then I started to practice edged weapons, and then actually I stopped to love edged weapons for a while. And after a while, like with the practice and changing belts, that came back. And today is for sure one of my main practices. But
My master is
it's saying something. No, let me check.
yes, her master really likes this thing of
Oh, yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, for those that don't know Master Rodrigo Trinkel, for sure, one of his main passions, not saying the main passion, he's very known for the the practice with weapons and training and study. For sure,
Yeah.
he's addicted in edge weapons. Okay, so you were having, like you said, like you're having like a very intense routine when you started Pa-Kua. What do you do besides Pa-Kua? So do you have a life besides Pa-Kua? Yes.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I like dancing and go out to dancing and go if shows, and I like do something with my friends,
Hmm?
and this my friends, Pakwa friends too.
Of course. And in your daily basis, what do you do for a living? Like, what do you work with?
I'm journalist,
Oh, you're a
and
journalist.
yes, I do something. I don't know. We write about lifestyle, fashion, gastronomy, and music and culture in general, and do take a pictures and videos. That's my job.
That sounds a very interesting job, because I'm sure if anyone would be interested in follow Instructor Bruna on Instagram, you're gonna see that she's a very active person on social media, and she's constantly posting about like delicious food and going to concert. Well, used to, right? Um, and always posting like a lot about like lifestyle, like you said. And I think actually like fits you very well, because you're very like your job apparently, your lifestyle apparently also is pretty active and pretty dynamic, right?
Yes,
So I think fits you
I
very well.
can you repeat, please?
I think my perspective is your job looks very dynamic. So always like
Yeah.
moving and doing different stuff, and not always in the office, right? Going to concerts. Well, when we used to have concerts, go to like restaurants, go to
Yeah.
places. And your lifestyle also, you are a very dynamic person yourself. So you're
Yes.
always moving. So you have your job as a journalist in the day, and after work you go to the Pa-Kua school, right? And you
Yeah.
teach and you practice, you take classes.
Yes.
So
I have
how's that for
a
you?
I have a dynamic routine. I start early in the journal, and after I go to the gym to school, but every single day I try something different because my job do this.
Mhm.
Some like go to a new restaurant or do try one different practice with
Like activities
gym.
as well, right?
Yes,
I follow you on Instagram and I see you constantly in like different dance studios, like gyms, practicing different sports. And the perspective that I have is, of course, you apparently love doing that, but also it's because of your job, right? Because you constantly advertise different activities in the city, and also like the newspaper has kind of like a something for like a newspaper like club, right? Where
yes,
people
yes,
like they're part of the club, so they have like discounts and they're
yes,
aware
and
about those other businesses.
enjoy this the everything have in Curitiba.
Mhm.
That's the idea.
It's nice. Okay, so I want to talk with you a little bit about your beginning. So you said that you don't really know which is your main class, your main discipline, right? Because especially in the stage of practice that you are right now, you are involved with a lot of different disciplines. And we also know that we have a few students of yours from different disciplines watching this live. So I know it's compromising. You say like, oh yeah, martial art is my favorite class. And then the acrobatic student, hey, what's up? Right? It's complicated. But no, jokes apart, I get it. It's complicated. If someone asked me this today, it would be really hard to answer. But I want to know what made you stay in the Pa-Kua school, because you were looking for something more dynamic and something to like release your stress a little bit, like relax. But what made you stay after the first class, and especially after that first impression of archery that you didn't like it because you couldn't shoot? What made you stay to keep practicing?
I really like the young disciplines, but I need the in disciplines. So I try to any I try to every disciplines and to know Pa-Kua in your totality.
Mhm.
I think, but I like so much the young disciplines, the martial arts and acrobatics, rhythm. This is my favorite. Absolutely.
Yeah, I honestly I share your passion about the more active classes. It's more natural for me as well. Um, and what is the aspect that you felt like, because you said that you love Pa-Kua? What is the aspect that at first hit you to make you fall in love for Pa-Kua?
I think the people and the known competition and the change in my body and my mind, because in a short time I was more patient, and no, and now I'm more patient and more I know myself more now because Pa-Kua do this for me.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So the first impression that you had, the changes, was like physical, but also mental and about the group, the people, right?
Yeah.
And what kind of change you felt in your body? Like you said, physically, what kind of change? Because mentally was about patience. You shortly noticed that you were becoming more and more patient. But what about your body? What you felt like different physically speaking?
I'm more stronger and more beauty. Maybe.
So it's like the shape,
Because,
you mean?
yes,
Yeah.
because my body's more defined. I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't know what I say because I'm really better now than when I started.
Mhm. So you felt pretty much like stronger, more like a better physique in general.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, it's especially when we start with those classes, the more like yang classes. For those that don't know what we're talking about, the yang classes is the more physical one, like martial art, acrobatics, edged weapons, rhythm, um, archery. We can consider archery as well. And the yin class is more therapeutic, right? Like syntony, like cosmodynamics, Pa-Kua, so more like chill meditation classes. And for sure, when we do, like you said, you had like a pass for uh, like a few months, like a free pass, you said, right? You could practice anything that you wanted. And
Yeah.
you chose specifically the yang ones. For sure, you're going to feel some like physical improvement right early in the practice. You are a journalist and you work with Pa-Kua. So, but you didn't quit your job as a journalist for Pa-Kua, right? You're still working as a journalist.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm still working journalist in the newspaper 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day. And that works for
Yeah.
you, like like this, not division, but this routine that you have your like day job and then you also practice and train Pa-Kua. Are you happy with this intense routine? Is that work for you?
Yes, I like, but sometimes it's very difficult because my students sometimes needs help and I can't do attention because my job is in a hard time, or sometimes I go to the bedroom and, hi, can I help you? Or something like this. But Pa-Kua has changed my routine, even in journalism. I starting early, then I go to Pa-Kua
Mm-hmm.
when I need to cover a show or go to some event. One of my students gives my class,
Mm-hmm.
but I've stopped going to a lot of shows to be able to train. So it's interesting too.
Yeah, well, definitely it's intense, right? Like you pretty
Yeah.
much, do you sleep? Do you have time for anything like that?
Yes.
Sometimes, once in a week.
6 hours a day.
6 hours a day.
Sometimes.
But you chose this routine, right?
Yeah.
Because you probably could do less of one of or of the other, especially Pa-Kua that is more flexible, but you chose to have this routine with both.
Yes, because I need do the two things. And so I wake up morning and go to the news and to in the finish the day I go to the studio do or training, and in the weekends sometimes I go to the shows, but I sometimes it's okay to conciliate the two things.
Two things out. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, I want to talk a little bit now about um, your your position, your involvement with Pa-Kua right now, right? Because for us, it's easy to think that, oh, when you get to some point, to some specific belt, you become an instructor and then you start to teach and then you want to have like your studio. But a lot of people don't realize that we have like a lot of, let's say, work that can be done in Pa-Kua in different ways, different intensities, right? Different levels. So what do you do currently with Pa-Kua? What is your like involvement with Pa-Kua today?
Oh, I brief Pa-Kua.
You
So I
breathe
plan
Pa-Kua.
my classes. Yes, I every single day I talk to my students. I teach and take regular classes. I train every day. I have a personal conditional exercise routine. I train handstands and some therapeutic exercise, which we learn in Pa-Kua. I do my seminars, reports, monography. So I can't imagine my life without Pa-Kua more.
Hmm. And what do you do like besides training and teaching? Do you do anything else involving Pa-Kua? Are you related to Pa-Kua in any other aspect that just taking classes and teaching? Not that it's like just, but like
Yes, yes.
besides those points.
I try help to social media with Facebook or Instagram and try to help my students grow up and do anything else to school. And but I think it most the social media, because I do this in my job and I can help the school with this.
With this aspect as well. That's nice. Yeah. So, like helping with the social media actually goes a little bit beyond social media, to be fair, because in the last international gathering in Brazil, you were, to not say one of the main responsibles for a official photo shooting for Pa-Kua, right? In the
Yeah,
event. So you
yeah,
pretty much like related to the visual part, not only social media, so like photos,
yeah.
and I see you pretty active with like marketing part, right?
Yes, I think it is, but it's a little.
It's a little bit,
Yeah,
but it's more like in a local level, right? So,
yes,
well,
yes.
for sure, like social media, like in local levels, like Kua Curitiba,
To
which is
world, to Papua, to Brazil and the world, to
yeah,
school.
no, yeah, for sure, no, for sure. Everything that we do is for Kua worldwide, but like social media, you take care of like Kua Curitiba, which is the
Yeah.
social media, the Instagram, and social media in general for Curitiba, which is not a small thing. If you think about it, it's like 8 schools. It's a
Yeah.
lot, right? But like you, pretty much you're more like involved with this like communication, visual slash marketing aspect.
Yes, I try can, because I study this and I work with this, so sometimes I do anything, but I don't have one job to this. I help,
Mhm.
but it's informal.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see. Yeah, well, everything that we do in Pakwa, it's kind of like for pleasure, right? Because we really want
Yes,
to see the school like thriving and growing and improving. And for sure, we have like many people that have like
yeah,
different expertises and they can contribute to the school in that way. Like yourself
yeah,
that works with like lifestyle and fashion and events. So for sure, when we have anything related to photo shooting, of course, would be very smart to have your touch, right? Especially if it's locally in Curitiba.
yes, and I really like it. I like so much the marketing and the pictures and help the people with this, because the marketing for me is very important to school, because I can do I can do something or talk to other person, and I think this is the very best important.
Yes, it's very well. It's very much like you, right? Like very visual, very dynamic. It's a lot about showing what we have to offer as a school or as a like practice lifestyle as well, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I want to change a little bit the subject with you because we know that more and more, not only Pakwa, but a lot of other practices, especially martial arts, are getting more diversified with men and women, right? Because a lot of people still have a little bit of the like, let's say, old school mind of martial art is a like man thing, is violent, is too much for a lady, and for it's not a woman's practice. And I'd like to know a little bit from you, your perspective as a woman practicing martial art and as a Pa-Kua practitioner.
So everyone can pray to Pa-Kua, and this part of our philosophy. Here, being a woman is also being where I want to be, doing what I want to do. And martial arts is for everyone, but unfortunately, many places have prejudice against women. So when I was a kid, I tried to train capoeira. My stepfather was the teacher, and he never let me because it wasn't a woman thing. So I grew up believing this. And today, I think the opposite. In martial arts, we become stronger and to be whatever we want to be. So I think this women in martial art is necessary. So we don't have to listen to this anymore. So we don't have to prove anything to anyone, and we should do whatever we want, training, and in fact give us to strength to face it and pursue everything we love.
That's nice. Yeah, definitely. This is a huge philosophy of Pa-Kua, right? Like everyone, Pa-Kua is for everyone, and no matter what, no matter who, are always welcome to come and practice and especially learn and improve, right? As long as you are open and you want that, right? I think that would be beyond Pa-Kua, not only Pa-Kua. I think should be for every single thing. But exists, yeah. So it's very nice that you feel this way in the school, and it's important also to sometimes spread this for other women that might gonna sometimes be like afraid to come because things like a too macho environment, right? It's a facility where you're gonna go and people's gonna sometimes go too harsh on you because you are a beginner or because you want to go slower, no matter your gender, no matter your practice, if it's martial art or if it's archery or if it's and it's nice that you feel and you felt and still feel, I assume, welcome in the Pa-Kua school, right?
Yes, I feel very welcome, and in Pa-Kua I'm staying home, so it's easy. And I think the other women can do or speak the same, because Pa-Kua is fantastic to everyone.
Cool. Okay. So besides Pa-Kua, journalist, you said you like dance, but do you have time to do do you have anything else included in your routine besides work and the practice and teaching and working with Pa-Kua? Do you do something else, or it's, which is completely understandable, you are like a very busy person with the things that you're very passionate about, and you've pretty much like fulfilled your week with that. And of course, like you said, sleep once in a while is interesting, right? A few hours a day. But do you do what are you passionate about?
My passion is the teach Pa-Kua because I can see my students grow up and I feel the person better. And but okay, besides Pa-Kua, I try to do something different in my weekends. I really like gastronomy and prove different things and to gastronomy. So I think it is.
Oh, nice. Okay. 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 So now talking a little bit more about, because you said a lot about like training and practicing and teaching, and we know that has some stuff that we feel that it's kind of like our strong suit, or at least the things that we feel more comfortable and confident practicing. But I want to know what's for you is still a challenge in the practice in Pa-Kua. Is still something that like, oh yeah, you know, like I still have like a lot of room for improvement in this matter. So what is
Cosmodynamics.
cosmodynamics in general,
In
or is
general.
in general? And is there
Because
something? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no,
Okay, so cosmodynamics. Why?
because I'm a person very electric,
Okay.
and cosmodynamics is more, and I can do nothing to so
So slow.
so slow, and it's very difficult for me. Very, very difficult.
So we could say that it's still a challenging for you to slow down, maybe to
Yeah.
like hit the brake, hold back a little bit, the the
Yeah, slowly, so
some,
much
yeah.
harder.
It's interesting, right? Because a lot of people think like, oh, okay, slow, it's easy, let's go slow, and then actually not necessarily. Depends on the person.
So it's very difficult. Oh my gosh.
Okay, and do you feel that you have anything like still that it's kind of like uh that like your like Achilles tendon, that little thing in martial arts specifically, or acrobatics, something that it's not that challenging for you, like the disciplines that you practice the most? Do you have something that you still feel that is still challenging for you, it's still complicated, still hard? Like besides
So
cosmodynamics, like, because we know that you said cosmodynamics is in general like your weak spot because it's slow, right? And you're like a very like active person. But what about the stuff that you do, the ones that you like to do that it's, let's say, not as challenging for you, like martial art, edged weapons, archery, acrobatics, rhythm? What is in those disciplines or one of them that is still like, okay, yeah, we have to practice that?
so in martial arts, I think is the some do these techniques for slowly,
Okay.
and do the shadow form because I'm very anxious. So
So pretty much, if you want to kill you, it's just ask you to go slow. Is that it?
yeah,
That's well, we shouldn't
and
say this. We shouldn't make this like a very open thing, because if someone wants to pick on you, just gonna say like, "Hey, Bruna, breathe slow."
yeah. And in acrobat, I really want to do the. Oh, my master did. Yes.
Yeah, say yes, and yeah.
I don't the do the I don't know what I say. Mortal and mortero.
Oh, front flip, mortal,
Yes.
front flip,
Yes. Yes.
mortero, front handspring.
Yeah.
So in acrobatics, it's pretty much like front flip and front handspring,
Yes.
but it's not as like the back stuff, like backwards is not as hard for you, like back handspring.
No, it's back, but I really I don't know. Everything is difficult now, but the both the mortal to back or the other
the
is
the
difficult. I can't.
backflip,
Yeah.
backflip, and back
Two.
handspring. You know, and personally in English makes more sense than in Portuguese. the acrobatics movement as just like a parenthesis of on this conversation, because if you think about the movement is about you putting your hands and you bounce on
Yeah.
to land on your feet. So handspring makes a lot of sense, right? Because hand and it's like a spring. Mola?
Yeah.
So I never forgot those movements anymore because makes more sense for me in English than Portuguese. So handspring front, the back handspring, and the flips, right?
Okay.
But cool. Okay, so I want to see the questions that the people left for you, and
Okay.
of course, I would love you to answer. So let's go for the first. Okay, so what made you start? What made you want to start teaching?
When my master opened a new school, and I want to search what I think with the other persons. So I'm blue belt. So I think it's this.
Okay, and like you you start to teach for a reason, right? But
Yeah.
you don't have like a specific reason, like, oh, I just want to do something different with Pa-Kua. Was that it?
No. No.
O que que te fez querer começar a dar aula? Essa é a pergunta.
I think see the other person do the same with me and do something to better and search the knowledge Pa-Kua with the other peoples, the other guys, and help my master in your new studio because he needs an instructor to give classes.
Oh, nice. It's definitely a good, very good reason. And we constantly need new instructors, right? Okay, so next question is, what is your favorite discipline?
I don't have a favorite discipline, but I think the young disciplines because I like acrobatics, martial arts, rhythm, the weapons, and today I love yoga too.
Okay, okay. We noticed that you didn't set Tai Chi, Cosmodynamics yet, but we get there. We get there. Okay, so yeah, we have like another question now is in Portuguese, which is exactly the same thing. What is your favorite discipline and why? Right? Well, as we don't have a specific answer, but we already had one. And the next one is well, they actually was not a specific question, but they want to say that you are a wonderful person and a
My
fantastic
student.
master. Oh yes, nice. Well, definitely you can you captivated, and I think this is one of the main things of teaching, right? Like you get people involved and captivated about what you do, what you share. Oh, that's nice.
I
Cool.
love my students and I love to see us grow up and your training and do class.
Okay, we have another question for you now, which is, where do you see yourself in 20 years?
In Pa-Kua, absolutely.
In Pa-Kua.
But and teaching Pa-Kua and studying Pa-Kua, and I don't know about the journalist, but Pa-Kua, I know
You want to carry with you.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have a few more questions for you, actually.
Okay.
So you were talking about lifestyle and even now about like future. What changed the most in your lifestyle after you started Pa-Kua?
I have a healthy lifestyle today. I take care with, I eat better and I care to my body and my mind. I training every day and I try to meditation 2 or 3 times a week. It's difficult to me too. And I know I know myself today. I really know myself because Pa-Kua helped me in this.
And I would like you to share with us now 3 of the most remarkable memories that you have in Pa-Kua.
My first degree, my master does one special class to fight, and after class he do the free fighting 1 by 1 with me. And I think the second are my first open class. I'm in Florianópolis, Brazil. I was very nervous. I was first degree and I participated to open show Master Julio too.
Oh,
And
true.
yes,
Oh, yeah. Was that one in 2017?
yes,
Oh,
the thing
yeah.
was circles and I was
True.
acrobat and Master Julio was magical acrobat spitfire and so very funny and and when in this time I see the first time the Pa-Kua family
Mhm.
and I in this fantastic. And the other thing I believe when my first study grow up your first degree. Grow? I don't know if grow up, but
Like became a first
became,
degree.
yes. So I look and I think, oh my gosh, it's my student. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. And these 3 things I believe the most important at least.
Yeah, the 3 more like remarkable memories. Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. That's nice. It's interesting how sometimes like the practice can allow us to live some experiences that it's so unique, right? Like this, because that performance we performed, because was, for those that don't know what this performance is, in 2017 for the international gathering or the open classes in South America, was in Brazil that year. We started the event with an exhibition based on circus. So we had like someone doing like juggling. We had like for sure many acrobats, people doing like crazy stretches and like contortionism, spitting fire. So it was very exciting. And we performed in front of what? 400, 500 people, no?
Yeah.
Around, I think it was around like 440 people, 50 people. So it was like quite a crowd. And I found very interesting, and I love to make these questions, like specifically this question, to everyone that I have the chance to talk to in the Pa-Kua Journey project, because I find very interesting how like
Different experience too
exactly how different, yes, how different it is,
and
and how people
perception.
exactly how people like perceive that. So it's very nice. Thanks for sharing. Oh, let's see, we have one more question for you. Okay, so, well, hi, Master. Do you see Pa-Kua in your life? It helps you to be a better person and a better journalist.
Yes, because I learned to try to see things as different people in 8 different visions. So I think today I write come out of the automatic. So it's nice. It's really, really nice. And
And
the better person too, because changed my life, my vision, my body, my mind, my everything.
your lifestyle for sure, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Well, first, I'd like to know if anyone watching us now would like to leave any other questions, because I would like to make my final question. We still have like a few minutes, so I'd like to know if anyone would like to make another question. Please use the question mark icon in the bottom to Instructor Bruna share her experience as a Pa-Kua practitioner with all of us. But in the meantime, let's give a minute or two, because I love to make this question as the last one. And I have another one actually. How you are dealing with your practice, with your health, mental, physical health, in these critical times that we are living, like in this like in quarantine time. How are you dealing with this period of adaptation?
I think with my classes or my life.
With your life as you as a person.
I think the routine, because we need to do something, everything different, because I'm staying home and I need try to my journalist work in my house, and adaptation to room, to everything, to do the best, the better to in this case. And I think the see inside is the more important and difficult in these times, because I don't know, because
I think it's an important moment to like reevaluate some things, right?
yes, and the priorities and the passions and the
What
what
drives
you
you?
yes, what I want, what I need. And I think it's this to really likes really see inside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's nice. We have one more question for you. Okay, so do you want someday go to another country and teach Pa-Kua? I don't know if someone asked you before. Like, well,
I don't know.
you can answer in like in an open way of the question. Like, just go to the other country and teach Pa-Kua. Maybe move to another country to teach Pa-Kua. Just do itinerancy in another country.
I don't know. I think everything is possible, but I don't have plans today to go to another country. But it's possible. I think it's possible. I don't know.
Maybe, right? Let's see what
Maybe.
the future saved for us.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to make my last question for you, which is, what do you, what do you, what what would you say as like a tip or recommendations, whatever? What could you say to people starting today as beginners or as future practitioners? What can you share?
Practice more than one discipline, train, evaluate, have the contact with itinerant masters, and stay close to your masters, and seek to know more about the school. Because for me, in Pa-Kua, the more you know, the more you want to know. So I think it's this.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Well, Dr. Bruna, I'd like to say thank you very much for your time, for your effort to 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 make this happen. Because again, we had to change a little bit our schedule. Usually was we always did in a Sunday, but we chose to go for a Wednesday to give more visibility to the Black Lives Matter movement in social media. So we didn't want to compromise that visibility, which is so important and is aligned with what we say in Pa-Kua and what you said, right? That Pa-Kua is for everybody. And I really appreciate your time. And definitely, I really appreciate you sharing and your passion with your story with Pa-Kua. So thank you very much for that. And I would like to say thank you very much for all of you students, non-students, former students, future students that are following us with this project, which is the Pa-Kua journey. That today we had Instructor Bruna from Curitiba, Brazil. So Bruna, obrigado.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to stay here, but I'm really nervous. So
You
thank
did
you for
amazing. You
everything.
did amazing. No worries
Thank you.
at all. So
Thank you.
guys, you all, thank you very much for watching us. And actually this Sunday, we're going to have another episode of the Pa-Kua journey. So thank you very much. Stay safe and bye.
Bye.